Love it. I love it from T-Rod. He's taking big steps from spring to here, so I'm proud to see what he's doing.
How key is that position? You've seen Calvin or things like that, right? Like, how key is that position, kind of making that front line?
It's definitely a position that doesn't get the most love, but we see it and we love him for it every time. You know.
You talk about this defense playing with an edge, but I mean, practically, what does that look like day in and day out?
Just trying to be and physically impose yourself on the next person. That's what we try to do. Be a tough, gritty team. You know, tough, smart, dependable.
What do you feel like this defense has been able to have this start that you guys have had this year?
Just trying to do a lot of turnovers, like making the plays inside the defense. That's what Coach Henry focuses on, and that's what we've been trying to do.
What's been the biggest difference from last year to this year? Have you seen anything kind of like a switch? Like has something switched in the defense? Is there anything that's been different?
I try not to look back on last year. I try to learn from the bad things, and that's about it. But other than that, it's a new year. We're a new defense, and that's what we're trying to produce new things.
Coach B talks a lot about routine. What does that routine kind of look like for you throughout the week, and how do you handle that?
Definitely just practicing hard, watching film. Like that's what taking that from practicing hard, taking it to the game. That's the finishing product.
Your position relative to the D-line is sometimes to the left, sometimes to the right. I guess what's behind that, and what do you see in that new spot every time? Sometimes you'll line up to the left of the D-line or the right of the D-line. Switches around sometimes. I guess what's behind that, and what do you see when that happens, when that switch happens?
Behind it, I'm confused on what the question is.
Sometimes you're lining up on either side of the D-line. Yeah. What's behind that? Like, what motivates that? Like, what do you see?
Why are you doing that?
Why am I doing it?
Yeah.
I guess it's just the play. Like, it's the play. Just the scheme we run in.
So how key has the run game been for you guys? Like, it seems like, you know, you're in the backfield a lot, so the perimeter really can't get, you know, attacked as much. You know, has it been a big emphasis for you and Gabe and the rest of the boys to kind of set that edge?
Coach Henry, he sets up a lot of plays for us to make plays, and we're gonna do whatever he tells us to do. And because of that scheme we have, like, we're making plays in the backfield.
Seth, what do you remember about playing in Lincoln in the past?
By playing in Lincoln in the past, there's a lot of energy. They're gonna pack it out. It's Nebraska, and so I'm gonna enjoy that atmosphere.
I was gonna say heading the road, not just next week, but the week after. Is that good with you? You guys ready to go?
What
You go on the road the next 2 weeks. Is that good with you? Are you fine with that?
It doesn't matter to me. Like, we're gonna have 1-0 mentality always.
How does Coach Beal, like, we hear about that mentality, like a lot of what you guys say, stuff you've heard him say. So how does he drive that mindset home throughout the course of the week? And it's almost like he won't let you guys have your mind straight anywhere else. Like, why is he able to do that?
They just have that focus. Like, you can't be great in the game that's now. Focus on the next game before that one. So that's what we try to focus on, to have that 1-0.
Then you were, like, really in the backfield quickly on a couple plays. Was it something you were seeing on tape that allowed you to get quick reads, or was it just good jumps? Like, what was behind some of that?
Whoever's on the other side, Gabe, Alec, or whatever, they give me the run pass key. So I give that to them for helping me out.
Seth, you all are 3-0. What do you take away from these first 3 games?
Just to keep putting the foot on the neck. Like, we got to keep pushing. We got to keep building that edge, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Has your experience helped you out, like, especially with you and Gabe? Because it seems like, you know, there have been times before, I know you don't want to concentrate on last year, times where you were like a half step slow because you hadn't seen it. You know what I mean? Like, you hadn't been there, you hadn't seen it, and it seems like you guys are playing a half step faster because everything that everybody's running at you, you've already seen.
Yeah, definitely. We watch a lot of film. Me, Gabe, Alec, Joe, JoJo, like all them boys, like we watch a lot of film. We're with coach every day. We're trying to get better and better watching that film. So,
Like Xavier and Miles and what they've been able to do, what do you take away from that?
definitely, them boys right there, they're special. They're really special, and I'm proud to see what they've been doing. Like, they helping us out. Them in the backfield catching interceptions every play, like turnovers. That's what we try to produce every play, and I'm proud of them boys for doing that.
Just from our perspective, there was a lot of motion in that central offense. There was a lot of unique formations. Was there anything surprising about you or for you about that offense?
No, we just been reading our keys. That's one of the things that we try to focus on, is reading our keys, having great eyes. So that's what we did.
And that second half was, you know, a lot better than the first half. What sort of adjustments do you guys make going into the second half?
Coach Ernie has a great screen. He's a great coach, and I know he's going to put the defense in the right place at the right time.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.